Hello and welcome. I am Sir Robot. I'm here today bringing you some FIFA 18. I was inspired lately after watching Undercover Nerd and Sparring DK's channels. I've decided to do my own FIFA 18 Youth Edition style gameplay. I know there's other people out there that are doing it, but these are the guys that I've been watching lately, so I want to give them a shout out. So what we've done is we've done the financial takeover and we've got some 5-star scouts. Just to make it a little bit easier, but we have simmed the whole first season, so this is the pre-season here of the second season, and we'll get into the players here and we'll see what we've got for the season. So first up we have Jesus, our Brazilian goalkeeper. He's 61 overall. He is 6'7". He's our starting goalkeeper at the moment, unless somebody else starts picking up a little bit. So he will be our starting goalie at 6'7". I mean, that's massive. But he's a low, but I don't think that matters too much with the goalkeepers. So as a backup, we've got LD. He is 6'6". We've got Martin Costa, who's also 6'6". He's a little bit lacking in the overall, but we've put him on the transfer list because I don't see him being at the club too long. So we've got Josh Wood here, who's got awesome work rates, a high and a medium. He's our right back. He's 6'3", so that's probably a little bit too tall for a right back. But we'll see how it goes with those attacking work rates. That's quite good. And I think his star moves are quite good too. So we've got another right back here, Ethan Shaw. He is 60 overall. He's only got a medium defensive work rate, a low attacking work rate. He's 6'2", so another tall player there. Okay, Andrew Cooper. He is another right back who can also play left back. He's only 51 overall. He's 6'5". We've already got a couple, so we might just put him on the transfer list and see if we can get some money for him. So we've got another right back, left back. I won't go into too much detail because I'm just going to put him on the transfer list as well. Zavanovic, another right back here. He's only 5'8". He's got a high attacking work rate and a medium defensive work rate. I mean, he could work quite well, but his overall's a bit low, so we'll just keep him in the team for a bit. Okay, so we've got Joseph Sullivan here, our American centre back, who can also play right back. He's got a high defensive work rate. He's only 5'11", so he's a little bit short, but we'll see how it goes. He might pair up well with a taller person next to him, as in this Australian here, Henry Baker. He's 6'2". He's got a high attacking work rate and a medium defensive work rate. So pairing those two up together might be quite good. He can get the high balls and Sullivan can try and get the interceptions. So Levette, who is a real player, so we won't go into much detail. We've got Stefan Vesnai as a backup. He's got a high defensive work rate and a medium attacking work rate. He's 6'1", so that's quite tall. I don't think he's got much potential though, so I don't think we'll be putting him in too much. So another real player there, we'll get rid of him. So we've got El Hindi, who's at left back, right back. He is quite tall at 6'3" as well. So it looks like we've got his brother here, another El Hindi in the club. But he's only got a low and a medium attacking and defensive work rate, so I don't know if we'll use him too much. So we've got El Hindi here, who's got a high defensive work rate and a medium attacking work rate. I mean, he's defensive mid, but he can also play centre back. So we'll see what he's like on the ball to see if we'll actually use him as a centre back or defensive mid or what. So this El Hindi, we'll just chuck him on the transfer list and get rid of him. I don't see us really playing him too much. So we've got Marcus Lee, who's got a low attacking and defensive work rate, so we don't really want that, so we'll just put him straight on the list. So we've got Bayomi, who is another Egyptian player who's 6 foot. He's another defensive mid centre back, so we'll just see what the go is. We might end up playing him as centre back, but we'll just see what he's like on the ball, see what his reactions and everything are like, and we'll go from there. Okay, here we go. As the Englishman, Ollie Ward. He doesn't look too bad of a player, actually, Ollie Ward. We've got another right midfield player here. But Ollie Ward's got a attacking and medium work rate, so it's a little bit better than Amaral. So we've got Ferrari here, who's only 50 overall, so we might try and loan him out, just to give him a bit of experience and hopefully he can get a bit more out of it. So Lopez, we've got a medium. He's 5'7", so maybe not the best as a centre mid. So we'll see how he goes. Victor Martin, another player that's got a low overall, but he's more of an attacking player, so he could play a cam or maybe a false 9, or put him in at centre forward every now and again, but he's quite small as well. Lewis Davis here, again, not great attacking and defensive work rate, so I don't know, we'll just see how it goes. We've got Selman Abbas here. He's a high attacking work rate, so another good attacking midfield player. He says he plays CDM, but he's got a low defensive work rate, so I don't think we'll play him there. Victor Cooper here. He's a medium. He's 5'11" from the United States. I think we'll just put him as centre midfield, not attacking mid. 5'11". Oh, that's decent height. Declan Alexander, we've got him as a left and right mid. He's got a high attack and work rate and medium defensive work rate, and he's 6 foot, so that's pretty good. Being a left footer, we might try and keep him on the left just so that we don't have to chop inside to put the crosses in, but we'll see how it goes. 61 overall, that's pretty decent. We've got Brian Burns here. He's got a high attacking work rate, low defensive work rate, so we'll see how it goes. We might put him in the cam role, and because we kind of need these players. We've got Shihata here, another Egyptian, but he's got low working rate, so we'll put him on the transfer list. Okay. We've got Edson Reese, who was our future star. Low defensive work rate with a medium attacking rate. I mean, I'm not really going to play him at centre mid too much, I don't think, because he needs the defensive stuff in there. But we'll see how it goes. Put him in. If he does the job, we can keep him in there. Okay, Carlos Lins, who is a left midfield player who can play the cam as well. He's got a high attack and work rate and medium defensive work rate, 59 overall. I mean, that's great, but I don't think he has much of a potential, so we might have to do a bit of training with him there. Callum Green, we'll just put him out on the transfer list, loan list, sorry. He's got good work rates, but his overall is just not that great. Another attacking mid, so I'm not sure if we'll keep him. Rivero, he's only a medium and a low, but we'll just see how these players play. If they feel good on the ball, then we'll try and keep them. Actually, yeah, I will stick him on the transfer list. Okay, Carlos Cabral, another medium. He is a attacking mid, so he's only 51 overall, but he's 5'7", so he's quite short. But I've stuck him out on loan. We'll just see how it goes. Okay, Alfie Baker, another attacking midfield player, is 57 overall, which is pretty good. But he's only a medium and a low, so we've put him out on loan. We'll just see how he goes. Okay, Alvarez, who is showing great potential there. But he's only a medium and a low, and we've got a lot of cams that is. But he is a good overall, so we'll play him a few times and just see what he's like. Yeah, if he's not that great, we'll send him on his way. All right, we've got Alfie Murphy here, medium low, 6'2". He's a centre forward. Nikolic, who is a high attacking work rate, low, and is a right winger that can play the cam as well. Croatian player, so we'll get him in and see how he goes. 6'3". That's quite tall for a winger, but we might be able to stick him in as a cam if he's got decent shooting abilities. Who we got here? We got Fabian Lopez, another right winger. He's a medium and low as well. So yeah, like we said, we're just going to check these guys out. So Morgan Bell, he's a low and low. He's 61 overall. He's got a great overall, but those work rates are just shocking. Same with Jamie Ward. Like, he's a winger, and he doesn't have an attack and work rate, so we might have to get rid of him as well. He's on the transfer list, so we'll just get rid of these kind of players. Striker Menzies, another Brazilian. His work rates aren't the best, so we'll just have to see how it goes. Cunningham, Campbell there was a real player, so we obviously want to get rid of him. Cunningham doesn't look too bad. Tremblay is our starting striker at the moment because he's got a better overall. He's only a medium and a low. He's 6'2", left-footed from America. Showing great potential, so we'll just see what he's like throughout the season. If he's not really bagging us many goals, we'll have to get rid of him. Another real player there. Another real player. Asenjo, He's only a medium and low. He's a left winger, but we'll see how he goes. Branko, he looks the goods. He's got decent attacking and defensive work rates here. Sorry to get out of that a bit quick, but this is all pre-recorded. So we're going to get into the game here. We have a home game here against Hamilton. It's a European Shield Cup. We're just trying to test out these players, see how they go, see how they're feeling on the ball, whether or not some need more training in different sort of areas. They're building up a little bit through the middle, hard pressing to try and get some tackles in. Oh, nice little tackle there, but the ball spills out straight to them. On the left wing, trying to put a cross in, but intercepted nicely. So they get a corner here. Let's see what they can do, see if we can get this ball out and away. Poor corner from them. Spills out to the centre of the park where they clean it up nicely and bring it back in straight to our defence. A lot of pressure on us, but we clear it nicely, handle it well. Some of these players actually don't feel too bad on the ball. So we've got Linz here running through, getting caught up. We are actually playing on world class at the moment, but if this starts feeling a bit easy, we will up it to legendary once the players start getting a bit better. We just need to sort of test this out a bit here. So we're having a nice slow build-up play through the middle of the park here. El Hindi's on the ball. He doesn't feel too bad for a centre defensive mid-centre back. Back into Linz, back into Cooper, Cooper feels great on the ball. So put it down, nice little cross in, header, easy save from the goalkeeper. Keeper's got the ball, he's got it in his hand so he can go short or long. So he's gone long. See if we can put a challenge in here, see if we can get the head on. We've got the knock on. Poor header straight into them. So now they're just building it up through the middle of the park. They're going down left wing, knocked it back into the middle. We're putting a decent challenge in here, but he managed to get his pass off. He's got a man open on the left. Shocking shot. Absolutely rubbish. We've got a free kick here in our own defensive half. See if we can build up a decent amount of play here, so we can get some passes stringing in together. So we've gone into the middle to Cooper, onto Linz. Linz starts bringing it forward, does a bit of fancy trickery, but didn't really go anywhere. Cooper plays a ball forward. Tremblay's on the ball, does a nice little drag back, takes it into El Hindi. Indy up onto the left wing. Branko's trying to bring it in, puts the ball through, and the through ball gets cleared away by the defenders quite easily. So we've got a throw in here. Ball comes in, we've gone short. We're trying to build it up through Cooper. Bottom, so he decides to bring it down himself. He's still got it. Still playing around with it. Cooper sees a running El Hindi who takes a long shot and does a decent job. The keeper saves it quite easily. So now we've got a corner. Opted for a short corner. See if we can put the cross in. The cross goes in and they clear it very easily. So now they've got a breakaway. We're trying to put in a bit of a tackle. So now we've got Shaw, our right back, coming through the middle. Put it into Cooper. Gives it back to Shaw. Linz has got a bit of space in the middle, so he takes it off to Tremblay, who takes the shot with his weak foot, but it goes straight to the keeper. Hamilton have a goal kick. Decides to pump it long. Bounces over the top of the both of us, goes straight to our centre backs. So now we're trying to bring it in down the right wing. Cooper in the middle. Got some space up the top. So we've got Shaw. Passes into Branko. Branko's got a little bit of space. Takes it into Linz. Linz gets around one. Very awkwardly around one. Gets the shot off and the goalkeeper parries it quite easily away. So now they're bringing it through. Got around a man quite easily. Now they've got it quite wide and Baker's in there pushing hard. They've got a through ball. A lot of pressure by our defenders and the goalkeeper picks it up quite easily. Hamilton have a throw in here. They decide to go back to their centre-backs. They're playing around a little bit. This game has been quite even most of the way. A few shots here and there, but nothing too crazy. So they're building up a bit of play here through the middle. They've gone out wide to their left midfield, and he's been offside. So, yeah, still not a lot of trouble. They're not pressing on goal too often, and there goes half-time. Half-time whistle has just gone. We are back into play. Morecambe versus Hamilton. We have the kickoff as we are Morecambe. So we're just playing with it here in the centre of the park. Cooper and El Hindi just with a bit of back and forth. We find Shaw down on the left wing. He's got a bit of space. He's just playing with it a little bit. So let's see what he can do. He finds Linz up towards the box. Tremblay Receives the ball from El Hindi. See if he can get a shot off, and it goes wide all the way up into row Z. Hamilton to take their goal kick. Launched it all the way to the middle of the park. They had a knock-on, nice little knock-on there, so we're putting a bit of pressure on, see if we can get them to muck up. So they've got it up into the box. They have a free guy in the middle. Oh, that's just an easy goal. That's just unmarking. The defenders all went for the runner. That's just shocking, man. Absolutely shocking. Way too easy. The defenders just didn't follow their man, and they just left too much space, too much gap. So, yeah, kicked off again and gave the ball pretty much back to them straight away. They're just toying with us now. They're putting a lot of pressure on us, which we're going to have to defend really well at this point. I thought they were going to get another one here, so we put a bit of pressure on it and they scuffed the shot. Hamilton have a free kick. It was a pretty dodgy, low contact foul. I don't even see it being a foul, so they've smacked it into the box and we've cleared it quite easily. But as it's come back out to the centre of the pitch, their centre backs have picked it up and now they're heading forward. And there's a really casual shot straight to our goalie, so we're not fussed there. So he's chucked it out to Branko on the wing. Branko's hit it back inside to Linz. Linz is making a great run down the wing there, and he's miskicked it. I think I pressed shot instead of pass, and it's just gone straight to their defenders. Picked it back up into the middle, doing a couple of nice little 1-2 passes, and it's intercepted quite easily. Now they're on the counter-attack. They're bringing it up the right wing and back into the middle, and they've got a runner here, and we've got a couple of defenders to chase them down and to take that away. So we pick it up down with our left back and Shaw. He's just playing with it a little bit, seeing what the guy's going to do. Baker takes the ball, does a nice little straightforward pass up to Branko, who smacks it into the middle to El Hindi, who finds Cooper. So he passes it up again to Wood. Wood passes it down to a free man in Linz, who finds Tremblay with the running El Hindi, takes a long shot and slightly misses to the left of goal. Hamilton to take another goal kick, so there's not too much time left in this game, so we just need to try and keep the pressure up, not let them get in for another goal, but I don't think I can see us scoring at this sort of stage of the day. I haven't made any subs, so it's probably not even worth doing that now, so we're putting a bit of pressure on them in the middle, and the ball's coming back really hard and fast, so every time we pick the ball back up. So we're making a bit of a run through the middle of the park here with El Hindi. Gets tackled quite easily. I think he got a bit too confident in holding the ball himself, so they're coming through the middle again, and we get El Hindi and Linz teaming up, passing it 1-2. El Hindi sees Cooper up into the middle, who smacks it straight back down to Shaw. Linz drops back a little bit to pick up the ball in the centre. Takes a couple of little dribbles and puts it into Tremblay. Tremblay gets around his man and takes a shot off, and the keeper saves it quite easily. So there's 2 minutes of extra time, but I don't think that's going to last too much longer as the whistle blows. Yeah, not a great game, but as I said before, we're just trying to figure out what these players are going to play like. It is just a pre-season cup game, so nothing too special here. So we had 8 shots and 4 on target. So the standout players was probably Cooper and El Hindi. They did really well. Jesus did a couple of decent saves there, but yeah, not really quite good enough. Branko was not too bad on the wing either, with Shaw and Wood doing not a bad job. It was just that breakdown in the middle that affected us the most. The majority of players did okay, but not great. Being my first upload, I still would like some feedback to see how I'm going. So I'm just going to sim a couple of days here. I think our scout reports are coming up within the next couple of days, so we can try and get a few more players into our squad. So yeah, as I said, there's a squad report available. So we'll just check those out. We don't want to put every player in the team. Of course, we don't want these players with no faces. So we'll just have a quick look through here. See if there's anyone worth picking up and putting into our youth squad and into our academy. So there are a couple of decent players here with the 90 overall potentials, but their normal overalls are not that great. But I will sign a couple up into the team just to see what their stats and positions are and their overalls. So we'll just go through. So this scout is obviously from Belgium. So we won't go into too much detail about some of these players just yet, because we might just discard them and not even put them into the team. So this is our second scout. He is from England. As I said before, we did do a financial takeover, so we do have 5-star scouts, so hopefully we can get some good players back. So I'm just putting in a couple here that I think that should go in. This one we can promote into our senior team. He was 61 overall. I'll go into a bit of detail later on. Goalkeeper there doesn't look too bad, but some of these other players are not that great, so we'll just get rid of them. We can't really wait around too much to get them up. So Gordon there looks quite good. He's 61 overall already, so we will actually put him into the team later on. Rose and Bailey, I think Rose doesn't look too bad. Yeah, White. There's a couple of players here that I'll just wait for just to see what they're like, but we'll release a couple here and there just to make room for these other squad reports. So I did find a couple here. Alfie Morgan, he doesn't look too bad. I think we might put Alfie Morgan into the academy. He looks pretty good, 93 potential, so we'll whack him into our academy and we'll go on to the next report. So the final report here is Italy. Let's see if we can find a couple here. There's a couple around. Bruno Rossi, No Face, Romano, he's probably the best one there. But we'll keep having a look around. We might stick a couple of these into the academy and see how we go. Yeah, whether or not we actually put them into the senior team, we have to check a few things, see if their abilities are right, work rates. If their work rates are not great, then we won't really put them in. So yeah. I'll just check some of these players that I put in. Oh, he's 66 overall. Yeah, he's got a decent weak foot, but he doesn't have any star skill moves. So, well, he's only got one, so he's not exactly going to be doing too much. But we will use him. We'll see how he goes. We'll put him into the next couple of games and see if he can score anything. We'll just rotate this team around a little bit. We will use all the fresh players in the next game and obviously rotate them around and see who is going to work for us, like see how they are on the ball, see what kind of skill moves they can do. Yeah, we'll just check it all out and see how we go. So as you can see there, I've changed it around a fair bit. Pretty much changed everybody. But this is it for the first episode. So thanks for watching. Give us some feedback in the comments. Like and subscribe if you want some more content. Thank you very much. Have a good one.